Go. Hi guys, MC and Emma here wanting to share some yoga with you. So let's start. You can start seated, and first before we start actually, see if you can get a strap or maybe a scarf or a tie and maybe a cushion. So let's start seated. Your hands onto your thighs. If you want, you can close your eyes and just let us breathe here for a couple of minutes, just taking a moment to notice how we feel today, how we feel physically, and also how we feel emotionally. So maybe we're feeling some tension in our neck or back. So see if you can bring the breath to those places. Just creating awareness of how the body feels and how the mind feels today. Feel that breath rising, filling the lungs. And as you exhale, gently pulling the belly towards the back, engaging in your core. Keep space between your ears and your shoulders. Taking deep inhale and full exhale. I find at the beginning of my practice is also a good time to repeat a mantra or a sankalpa. A sankalpa is an affirmation. It's something that you want to see manifest into your life. You may already be working with a sankalpa or maybe a little prayer that you say each day. One that would be particularly good during those times is I am safe. That would be a good sankalpa and a good mantra to repeat, keep reaffirming to ourselves. So as you take your deep inhale, breathe in, bring that prana into your body. And as you exhale, maybe mentally repeating, I am safe. Breathing again, let's do this a few more times. And mentally repeating, I am safe. Very good. So let's start moving. We'll begin our class on our hands and knees today. So making your way, wrists underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hip bones. Take a deep inhale, lengthen the spine, lift your gaze, lift your sit bones, drop the tummy down. And as you exhale, round your spine. Deep inhale. Lift your gaze, lead with your heart, shoulder blades bracing the back of your heart. And as you exhale, round your spine. Very good. Coming back to neutral. Walk your hands one distance forward. Tuck your toes under, inhale. And as you exhale, lift your hips up and back for downward dog. Press down and forward onto your hands, and at the same time, move your heart towards your thighs. You can walk your dog here, bending one knee and stretching the back of the other leg, and keep switching around. One knee bend, the other leg extend. Very good. And then bringing some stillness into your downward dog, letting the heels move down towards the earth. On your next inhale, shift forward to plank. Option here to stay in plank or maybe to drop the knees down as you exhale into your chaturanga. Elbows pointing to the back, upper arms hugging. Inhale back to plank. Exhale chaturanga on your knees or not. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhale back to plank. Exhale chaturanga. Inhale plank. Exhale chaturanga. One last time, inhale, plank, and this time moving down to the ground. Very good. Slide your hands underneath the shoulders. Lengthen through your legs. And inhale, peel the head, neck, and chest for a nice cobra. Press into your 10 toenails. Very good. And then from here, press back, sit bones to heel, child pose. You are welcome to come into your child pose at any time during your practice. Very good, and when you're ready, come back into your hands and knees and back to downward dog. And then let's walk our feet to the top of our mat. Very good. Bend the knees slightly. Hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up through a nice flat back. Very good. And then from here, we'll turn to face the camera. We'll turn to face you. Shifting your weight onto your left foot. Take that right leg up and open it to the side. And then from here, moving into your tree pose. If you want, you can have your toe tips down, or you can have the foot on your inner leg. Very good. Palms together at your heart center. Leg and foot are hugging one another towards the midline. Very good, and let's switch side. Hands back to your hips. Take that right foot down. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Take the left leg 90 degrees. Turn it out to the side. Keep your hips facing forward. And then maybe reaching for the foot on the inner leg. Or if that's better for you, keeping it down. Hug the leg to the foot, foot to the leg. Palms together at your heart center. Hug that midline. Gazing down to the ground. Very good. Hands back to your lips, to your hips. Take your foot down. And let's make our way to the top of our mat here. Very good. Take a deep inhale. You're going to go this way, Emma, so that you can see the front body. Bend the knees and step that left foot back. Turn your body to face the long edge of your mat. Squeeze your right glute and exhale, bend that right knee. So you have a nice right angle here. Inhale, reach your arms, shoulders high, pull the belly, and gaze towards your right finger into your warrior two. Couple of breaths here. Right knee is tracking towards your pinky toe. That left leg is nice and strong. Take your left palm down onto your left thigh, right palm up towards the sky. Inhale into your exalted warrior. Very good. As you exhale, straighten that right leg and take your right arm down and left arm up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. If you feel too much tension on the back of your right knee, press that shin forward or micro bend that knee. That's always an option. Hug the shoulder blades towards the back of your heart. And if that feels good for your neck, you can lift your gaze towards your top fingertips. Very good. On your next inhale, come back to your warrior two, bending that right knee. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to the top of your mat. Pivot on the ball of the back foot and heel toe your right foot to the edge of your mat. And then take your right arm on the inside. I will choose to keep my left leg, my left knee off the mat, but you do have the option to drop it down. So see what resonates with you. So here, as you feel your legs strong, let the groin, the hips sink down. But keep pressing that left leg away from the mat. This is where the cushion could be used for your forearm. So maybe forearm on your cushion or forearm straight on your mat. Let's take 5 breaths here. You want to make sure that we are straightening while stretching at the same time. We'll come back onto our hands here, arms straight. Take your right arm to the outside of your right leg and heel toe that foot towards your left hand. And take that shin down to the ground for pigeon. It's okay to let that foot move towards your knee. Hips are facing down towards the ground. And I will set up here with a cushion to create some nice release and let go into my pigeon. So you could use the cushion for your forearm as you come into sleeping pigeon. Make sure that that right ankle is engaged, so you're flexing that right foot, and the left leg is rolling in. Notice how your hips, your glutes, whether they're contracted or released. Are you holding your breath? Very good. And then you can remove your cushion out of the way, sliding that right knee towards the middle of the mat. Slide your left knee behind. Space your feet apart. And again, here you could use the cushion to sit back on, or perhaps sitting straight to the ground. This is where we're going to use our strap. The strap is behind you. Emma may not need the strap, that's okay. So see how your shoulders are managing here. And take your strap, your scarf into your left arm. Let it dangle behind. Internally rotate that right arm so your thumb is facing down towards the ground, and move that palm facing outwards behind you. Grab a hold of the dangling strap and walk your hands closer to one another for Gomukhasana. You can stay here, or as you exhale, folding forward. Try it on your next inhale, come back up. Release the strap, release your scarf. Very good. You can stay right here, or a little more intense would be to come into double log. So sliding right shin, and I'm going to turn myself to face you, right shin on top of left shin. It's easy to cheat this one by sliding the feet inwards. So let that ankle sit on your knee, and knee on top of the ankle. Feet are flexed. Couple of breaths here. Also the option to fold forward to intensify that stretch in the hip, shoulder blades moving towards the back of your heart. Very good. Inhale, come back up. And then from here, we'll cross the ankle, roll onto our shin, and step back into our downward dog. From downward dog, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Bend the knees, knees tracking towards your toes. Inhale, take chair pose. Very good. Exhale, sit a little lower. Inhale, lift from the heart. Imagine that you're trying to press your outer thighs, outer legs into an imaginary box. And on your next inhale, ground through your feet and rise up. Exhale, hands to your hips. We'll now make our way to this edge of the mat. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend the knees and step your right foot back. Contract your left glute. Right knee on top of your right ankle. Inhale, reach your arms shoulders height. Exhale, belly to spine, and gaze towards your left fingertips. Right hand onto your right thigh, left palm up. Inhale and send that arm back. Keep the length in your left side body as you extend through that leg. Inhale here and exhale, left arm down, right arm up. Trikonasana. Shoulder blades hugging the back of your heart, and the right rib cage is sinking down. Gazing to your fingertips. On your next breath, come back into your warrior two. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to the top of your mat. Left knee on top of your ankle. Take that left foot, move it to the edge of your mat, and take your left arm in. I'll choose to keep my right leg away from the ground, but while at the same time sinking my hips down. So the leg is not following, the leg is moving back, and the hips are sinking. Option here to use your cushion or to come onto your forearms. Legs are strong. Deep stretch of the groin, the hips. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Deep breath, do not hold your breath. Very good. We'll come back onto our hands, left arm on the outside of your left leg. Heel toe your foot towards your right hand, and take that left shin down to the ground, coming into our pigeon. Pointing your right toes if that feels good. You can keep them tucked under. So right leg is rolling in, and then from here folding forward. Very good. Slowly walking your hands back towards your leg, taking that left knee to the middle of your mat and sliding your right knee behind. Feet separate. You can move your cushion underneath your tush, or you can sit straight down on your mat. So left knee is on top of the right. This time taking our right arm up. Left arm internally rotates and reach back. If your fingertips reach, you can clasp the fingertips, drop that scarf, drop the strap. Inhale here, and as you exhale, forward fold. Very good. Inhale, come back up. Release. You can stay here a few more breaths, enjoying Gomukhasana, cow pose, or sliding that right shin forward and stacking your left shin on top of right. Very good. From here, options to forward fold as well. It's a deep hip opening. Keep breathing into those sensations. Very good. On your next inhale, come up. And this time we'll slide the legs open. Again, it's good to lift the hips. So it would be quite all right to use your cushion again to sit on. Opening your legs as wide as you can with your knees facing up and your toes facing up. Take a deep inhale here, wiggle through your spine, and as you exhale, forward fold, leading with your heart. You can take your hands down. If this feels better for you, more support, no pain in your back, and still a good stretch in your hamstring, you could do that. If taking your forearms feels like the right option, take a moment to listen to the wisdom of your own body. Press those legs down. Reach through your heel. One more deep inhale here as you lengthen. Exhale, see if you can find a little more room to move into. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back. Very good. Bend the knees, hands to your outer knees. Bring the legs together. Very good. So coming onto our back this time, so lowering our back. I'm going to do a little bit of abdominals. So bend the knees 90 degrees. That looks like if you've fallen out of a chair. You can take your arms straight up towards the sky. We'll keep the arms as is for now, and then we'll challenge our brain a little bit by doing the dead bug or variation of our legs lift in yoga. So as you inhale, you can tap your right heel down like this, or you could, if that feels right, lengthen the leg and then bring it back. And then exhale, we do the same thing with the left leg. Very good. So let's do a couple like this. Exhale, right leg. Extend. Bring it back. And exhale, left leg. Now we'll add the arms into this. So as we do the right leg, we'll take the left arm towards the ground above our head. Exhale, bring it back. Exhale, rather, right arm, left leg. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, right arm, left arm, right leg. Bring it back. Are you all confused at home? There, the right arm, left leg. All right, we'll just continue here wherever we're at so that I don't keep confusing you. Let's say 2 more each side, making sure that the belly is where the power comes from. It's like the belly is what's activating the arm and the leg. Very good. And then let's come back to where we start from, and let's extend our leg here. Just a little bit of challenge here. Let's see how it feels to extend the legs and the arms both at the same time as you exhale. Keep a strong core here, and if that's too much, come back to bending the knees. Inhale, bring them back. Very good. Exhale, lower legs and arms, strong core, and bring it back. Very good. Let's the breath lead those movements. So see if you can stay connected with your breath. And let's do 5 more. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Very good. All right, come back with the knees bent. Take your arms out to the side. Extend it. Inhale here. And as you exhale, hover the legs to the right. Keep both shoulders to the ground. Bring the legs back in and exhale to the left. And let's do 4 more each side like this. Following the breath, keeping your shoulder blades onto the ground and allowing the legs to lower as far down to the ground as you can without maybe touching. So they're hovering before you bring them back. 2 more on each side. Use your breath. Exhaling belly to spine. Last one on each side. And last one on the left. Very good. And then take your right thigh into your chest, interlace your fingers on top of the shin and lower that left leg down to the ground. Inhale here, and as you exhale, option to bring your nose to your knee. Lower the head back down. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Extend your right arm out. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist that leg to the left. Keep your right shoulder blades onto the ground. You can also turn your gaze towards your right fingertips. Very good. You could also extend that right leg. So taking your toes into your left hand and extending that right leg for a nice big hamstring stretch. Very good. Let's bend that right leg. Bring both legs back in. Inhale here. Exhale. Extend the right leg down. Interlace your fingers on top of that left shin and press that left thigh into your chest. Inhale here. And as you exhale, nose to knee. Lower back down. Right hand on the outside of your knee. Exhale. Twist it to the right and turn your gaze towards your left fingertips. Very good. Come back to center. Both legs in. Give yourself a big hug. Take your nose to your knee. Very good. Release the head down. Cross your ankles and roll yourself back to seated. Very good. Let's face our friends at home. From here, again, I would encourage to use one of the cushions. You can sit on the cushion. We'll do a little bit of meditation. We're going to do the 4x4x4 or breath retention techniques. I will lead you into that breathing exercise. We will start by breathing a couple of breaths, regular breath through our nostrils. And then I will lead you into inhaling to a count of 4, holding the breath in for a count of 4, exhaling 4, and holding the breath out for a count of 4. Ready? So taking a deep inhale, full exhale through both nostrils. You're welcome to close your eyes or to let your eyelids be heavy so it allows you to go inward. And we'll all take an exhale collectively. And then inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold in. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold out. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold in. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold out. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold in. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold out. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold in. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold out. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold in. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, hold out. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold in. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, hold out. 2, 3, 4. Just resume regular breath. Take a moment to notice if there's been any shift of energy within your own body, within your own mind. You are welcome, in fact, you are strongly encouraged to lay on your back and do some Shavasana for the next 5 minutes, maybe 10, maybe 15. Thank you very much for your time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be kind. Namaste. Namaste.